Hey, what's up guys? Phil here from Inspire Fitness. Welcome back to the channel. So we have another fun recipe for you guys today. We got Taiwanese style meal prep. It's gonna be all about popcorn chicken today. We're making it low fat, high protein. So let's get cooking up, guys. My favorite meal when I went to Taiwan definitely has to be the popcorn chicken. Although traditionally fried, in today's recipe we'll be using an air fryer to minimize the fat calories while keeping the chicken crispy and healthy all at the same time. So the ingredient list will be down in the description below, so make sure you get everything before you start this recipe. So we're going to be starting it off with a few sprigs of Thai basil. We got 1 pound of chicken breast, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of garlic, 1 tablespoon of minced ginger, 1 tablespoon of oil, 2 tablespoons of Chinese spice, and 1 tablespoon of white pepper. We got 1 tablespoon of xiao cooking wine. If you don't have this, you can use dry sherry as well. We got 2 tablespoons of that good old-fashioned monk fruit sweetener. And lastly, we got salt and pepper to finish. So let's start off by making the marinade for the chicken. This is where most of the flavor will be coming from, so it's important that we get the measurements down for this step. Let's start it off by pouring 2 tablespoons of soy sauce into the marinade. The better your soy sauce, guys, the better it's going to taste in the end. Then we're going to be adding 3 tablespoons of garlic, 1 tablespoon of minced ginger, 1 tablespoon of oil, 2 tablespoons of monk fruit sweetener. This is a great way to add some sweetness without any extra calories, guys. We got a tablespoon each of white pepper and Chinese 5-spice, 1 tablespoon of xiao cooking wine, and then you just want to mix it up. You'll see at this point that it smells a lot like popcorn chicken, and I think it's really the mixture of white pepper and Chinese 5-spice here. Abby didn't want to be in the shot anymore, but he'll be back in the later shots. Anyways, now it's time to cut up our chicken breast. It's pretty simple here. You just want to go for bite-sized pieces that popcorn chicken usually comes in. Just eye it out and make sure you cut so that all the pieces are even in size. Now just put it in the marinade and let it rest for 30 minutes to an hour. You can definitely go for more if you want it more tender. The marinade will act as a brine for our chicken, which will make it really juicy, so make sure you let it rest for as long as you can. After we let the chicken marinate, let's start by breading the chicken in some tapioca starch, or you can definitely use sweet potato starch as well. We forgot to put this in the ingredient list in the beginning, so make sure to grab this when you go grocery shopping. You'll need 1 cup of this stuff, and that'll be enough for a pound of chicken. Make sure everything is nice and coated and that all sides are nicely covered. Once everything is breaded, let's get our air fryer and turn the heat to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and run it for 15 minutes. I believe Kasori is having a sale right now and you can get this for $85 on Amazon. This is my first time using an air fryer, so I'm really impressed with the result here. I'll make sure to put a link in the description below so you guys can get one for yourselves. So now let's get some Pam and spray it down before cooking. This will make sure the chicken won't stick to the fryer. Then you want to put as much of the chicken down as you can without overcrowding the compartment. If you put too much here, then some of the edges won't get nice and crisp. So make sure each nugget has at least 1 inch of space around it. After the 10-minute mark, you want to take the chicken out of the fryer and make sure to flip each piece and then add some Pam spray, as some of the breading will still be on there. This will add some moisture to the dish without any extra calories. Just a little is fine here. After you make sure all the pieces of starch are nice and coated, add some basil leaves and let them crisp up for the last 5 minutes. And there you have it. You get this really awesome popcorn chicken that's still crispy and has half the calories. So now let's make this seasoning powder that's going to add a little bit of spice to our chicken. Let's start it off with 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 heaping teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice, 1 tablespoon of Korean chili powder. You can also use cayenne pepper here as well if you can't find this stuff. And lastly, we're going to use 1 teaspoon of Korean beef stock powder, which has a little bit of MSG in here, but it's totally fine to eat, guys. So now let's just mix everything together, and this stuff is actually really amazing, guys. I think that Chinese 5-spice really made it taste like popcorn chicken here, and it was so crispy. I really recommend you getting an air fryer for this. It blew me away at how crispy this could be. So that is really it for the recipe, guys. You get popcorn chicken and we didn't fry it in any oil at all. We'll have the nutrition facts for you in the description below. If you know anything about this channel, then you know we're going to be meal prepping it for the week. This is great to eat when you're trying to lose some weight, as it is packed with protein. It has a moderate amount of carbs and fats within each meal. We ended up using 150 grams of white rice per bento box and threw on a tea egg on top to add some flavor. I actually ate these for the week, so here's a couple of words I had to say about how to reheat these and my experience with eating them on the 2nd and 3rd day. Alright guys, so I think it'd be fun if I actually showed you guys what it was like if I kind of reheated the food and ate this actually as a meal prep throughout the week. So I just came back from work. It's the day after I shot this, and then I'm gonna try out the food and see how it is. So this is the Taiwanese chicken with the rice. Oh yeah, really good. Yeah, for sure. So if you want these bento boxes, we have a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, so if you want to help out the channel, you know, we do get a commission from it. But I do totally recommend these. You can pack a lot of food into these, and it's really easy to just reheat. Oh wow. I really didn't think this recipe would actually work out, but it actually tastes like legit popcorn chicken, which is really amazing to me because we didn't use any oil in this. Now the texture after a day, when you eat it fresh, is pretty crispy, but after a day, it does get a little soggy, but the flavor is so amazing that it's like, it doesn't even matter to me. Man. Oh man, this is good. This is really good. Obviously though, it's nothing compared to like the real stuff. When I was in Taiwan, man, I don't know what they do, but the flavors there are just so amazing, man. Like in the night markets, I want to make like a whole Taiwanese night market kind of bento box in the future, but I do have to learn all those recipes, so it will take some time to kind of make that. But man, oh, that one's so high, it's fun. And what I think it is though, the flavor comes from that Chinese spice. It's actually really good in this. That's what makes it taste like popcorn chicken. I didn't know that. But, this is such a better way to eat your chicken breast, right? Yes, there's like a little bit of added calories or carbs as we add in like the tapioca starch, but it's totally worth it because the flavors, and you can work around the carbs, right? You could always add carbs into your diet and just, you know, make sure you just don't overeat your carbs, right? But even then, there's not that many in here. And this is packed with protein. Each one of these has for sure like 5 ounces of protein because I used everything between these three. It's pretty good. I think one meal is pretty filling. I do eat a lot. And if this is filling for me, then I'm pretty sure it's gonna be filling for a lot of people. This is chicken breast, you know, and protein is the most satiating macronutrient. So that's why we want to eat that as well, because it keeps us full, it keeps us satisfied. Yeah. This was amazing. Man, air fryers are really good if you want to save up on the calories and you still want to get like a really nice, you know, chicken dish. I think it's really amazing for that. I'm not too sure about the beef. And these tea eggs are good too. So, I just finished this meal. I haven't tried the calories yet, but I'm sure it's not too much. These are packed with protein because there's 5 ounces of chicken breast in here. That's gonna be a lot of protein per meal. And I just ate one of these. I didn't finish the rice, but I'm pretty full, guys, and I am cutting. And yeah, it's definitely a great meal if you're like trying to lose some weight. So if you guys want to support the channel, you know, one thing you can do is buy our cookbook that's on our website. It has 15 Asian inspired recipes that are all designed to like shed some fat. Also, we put an ebook in there on how you can become like your own personal trainer, how you can set up your own meal plan using our meals, using our recipes. So it would mean the world to us if you guys did check that out. I'll put the link in the description. Yeah, we put a lot of work into that recipe book. Obviously, it's not going to be the same recipes that we have here on the channel. You can also use those recipes as well. But yeah, yeah, it's been a lot of fun making these videos, and I hope you guys like this new kind of outro thing that we're doing. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I kind of want to, I've been getting a lot of questions about like, you know, how do I reheat these meals, or like, what are the best ways to kind of eat them throughout your week? And I want to show you guys that aspect of meal prepping, like me actually eating them throughout the week, because that's kind of what I am doing, right? I really do eat these meals. I don't like just throw them away or anything. Yeah, this chicken is so good now. I can't get enough of it. It's delicious. Even if it's cold, it's good. I had one when it's cold. That's not big enough, but yeah, when it comes to rice here, you always want to make sure you freeze it, or if you put it in the fridge, put a damp paper towel over the rice and it rehydrates it, right? Because it gets really dry in the fridge. It gets like, it turns into like these pebbles, it's not good. So, that's my only thing. Make sure to microwave it for maybe like, 3 to 4 minutes. Because it is a whole meal, so you have to make sure you microwave it. Yeah, that's it for this meal. Yeah, I can't get it. I'm overeating, guys. I'm gonna get another bite. So yeah, just let us know what other foods you guys would like to see on the channel. I would love to make it for you guys. This outro thing is super easy. It adds a lot of, watch time to the videos. And I'm just eating the food, right? So, hope you guys tried this one out. This one is really good. You can also just make the olive oil version. Just cut the portion in like thirds. And maybe just make a simple dish out of it. And yeah, that is really it for the recipe, guys. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Let us know what other kind of videos you guys would like to see. So, I'm just gonna finish this up. See you guys in the next one.